Hi there, it's Ruth from aRtful Stampin. If I'm sounding a little bit, crazed, it's because I've had a coffee today. I've managed to pick up a coffee machine for £5 and I've been enjoying its delights. Anyway, so today I'm going to be making a card using floral wings. Now this is one of the hostess sets in the current catalogue and it's absolutely beautiful. It matches the butterfly framelets that match floral watercolour wings. Okay, incidentally, I'm using here one of the old plastic shell casings that Stampin' Up used to do. So if you have any of these spare around in your craft room, consider this as an option for its use. Whenever I go to do a project, if I'm doing a workshop or just prepping, I like to mount the photopolymer or the clear mount stamps onto my blocks, and then to make sure that that they don't get damaged in any way, because if you imagine if I stack those in a basket or something, they could get damaged because something hard is sort of pressing against the photopolymer. But if you use some of your old shell casings and just pop them in there, and then they're ready and safe for whenever you need to use them. So that's just a little tip of what to do with your old shell cases. Okay, so floral wings. Now it's one of those new 3-step stamping stamps. Oh, I would have got a piece of paper there. I'm going to use Very Vanilla. And initially when I got this stamp set, I used the main butterfly first and found it quite tricky to line up the stamps. So I've discovered that by using the rose element first, it's much easier then to line up. Now the only downside to that is that if you want your butterfly to be right in the centre, it's sometimes tricky to do that. Oh, my phone is making a funny noise at me. Okay, switch that off. So if you want your butterfly to be centred, then get an alternative piece of cardstock, stamp on it and then cut it out and then stick it onto your card. However, if you're not too fussed, and I'm not too fussed today because the style of card that I'm going to make, it doesn't require the butterfly to be absolutely central. So I've got Watermelon Wonder here, and there's a little handy tab here, don't know if you can see that, that sometimes if you press a little bit too hard you can get too much ink on your stamp. It's worth wiping that off just before you stamp, because there's nothing more annoying than getting ink where you don't want it to go. Stamp that down, and I can even pop that back in without cleaning it, because I'm going to be using the same colour again next time, aren't I? Then get the main butterfly image. So I'm using all the in colour colours today. Got some fibre on there, get that off. Right. So that was Watermelon Wonder. This is Delightful Dijon. And every time I say that I think of roast potatoes, because of course you cannot have roast potatoes without some mustard. And then you line up your stamp, and it's worth spending a little moment doing this to get it right, and then put it down and apply a little bit of pressure all over the stamped image. Okay, I haven't got one yet, but lots of demonstrators use the piercing mat and place that underneath their paper before stamping with the photopolymer. Can't get my words out. And apparently it makes it easier. Look, I wasn't even concentrating, was I? I didn't do that properly. Never mind. I'm just gonna move on because life's too short. Anyway, it's a nice effect. Yeah, I'll just say it was deliberate. Okay, so here's the leaf image. Now, as you can see again, we've got this lovely arrow pointing in the direction that it should go in. So if you're a bit stumped as to where to go, think about where the arrows were, and then again line that up before stamping. Give it some pressure, and voila. Okay. Oh, what am I cleaning? I don't need to clean. I can put it back. Woohoo! Right, so then I'm going to use this lovely long viney thing here. Now, I have said before in other other videos, that the great thing about photopolymer and these more, you know, longer images is that you have got a little bit of leeway and you can twist them around a little bit if you so wished. Okay, that wasn't kind of my design for this. Shall I do it? Shall I not? No, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it with this one. But anyway, you can do that if you would like to, because I want to just create a hint of a vine going down the side of my card today. So I'm just going to pop that on the side there, press down. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. And this card could do for all sorts of different occasions, just by adding, you know, obviously a different sentiment. Okay, and I think I'm happy with that. Oh, and that's my phone going. And it's one of those unavailable numbers that I don't answer. So I'm just going to answer it and then switch off again. There we go. Oops. Right, what was I going to do next? The wonderful, gorgeous grunge. I cannot live without this stamp. I'm using it on everything at the moment. And I'm really liking... Oops. Just broke my ink pad. Sort that out later. I'm really enjoying a speckledy framing effect. Okay? So you get your stamp once, and then stamp around the corner, like that. And again, stamp in the corner, and then stamp round for a fabulous speckledy. It's like a speckledy egg effect. Okay, I am happy with that one, apart from my broken ink pad. Now, this would be a trick. Can I show you how to put this together on screen? Ooh, have I done it? Have I done it? I have! Whoop whoop! There we go, I fixed it. Okay, then all that remains for me to do is to choose a card base, and because I'm using all the in colours apart from the Cucumber Crush, I can get to choose what background I want to place this on. Which one? And it kind of comes down to mood, really. Which one do I fancy? I fancy that one today, I think. And I'm not going to put a sentiment on this, but of course if you would like to do that, you can do that. There's lots of space for putting a sentiment on. And if you would like to have this stamp set, I'm afraid you do have to either put an order in of over £150, or there's me hoping this glue is going to come flowing down. Yes, it's there eventually. Or you can host a party, and you can do that either by having me round and doing a party for you. If you don't live near me, then if you go to stampinup.co.uk, you can find a local demonstrator to come and demonstrate for you. So yeah, you just put in your postcode on the website and you will find who is your local demonstrator, and I'm sure if you contact them that they'll be more than happy to come and do a party for you in your own home. They're really, really good fun. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. If you like what you see, please don't forget to subscribe. You can find me on Facebook, look up aRtfulStampin.co.uk, and find me on Blogger, aRtfulStampin.blogspot.co.com, and of course you can find me back here on YouTube. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and have a great weekend. Bye!